Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back. So I've been doing some work to the vet lately. I had the Morimoto lights already installed previously, but over the past couple of days I ordered tail lights and the LED lighting package from Vet Lights. So just wanted to give you guys a little review on these so far. Review on the interior lights and my tail lights. I have a minor exhaust leak, don't mind that. I had headers, but because I live in California, I had to get rid of them. But so far, the interior LED lighting has been the best 20 bucks I've ever spent. I got the full package, so I need to do the footwells. But I did those top two to see how they would look, and they look amazing. Today, though, I'm going to be doing the fog lights. You guys see that? You guys see how yellow that is? So I've got the headlights, I've got the tail lights, got the interior package, and I couldn't do everything and leave the fog lights all yellow like that. Yeah, those fog lights, they're really bad. I bought them off of Vet Lights. They're a Morimoto brand, and I've had the headlights for about a year, and they've been amazing. I haven't had one problem with them. The install was super easy. This was before I was doing YouTube, so I wasn't able to do a video, but if anybody has any questions, comment below. I'll be responding. I didn't have to pull out my bumper, fenders, none of that. Took me a few hours, but I was able to do it right. And then, like, you can see, like, fitment is like perfect. And my vet owners, y'all know about these. I gotta get around to buying the pins to fix it, but the fitment is immaculate on these things. So the first step would be you're gonna jack up the car. For anybody that has their vet at a normal height, you should be able to use the lift points that are right about here. Make sure you don't get your fender or the little bit of side skirt trim piece right here, because it'll bend down and you'll mess it up. There's a lift point under there. It's a circular area with metal. See if you can see it. Yep, right here, directly right there. So that's metal, and that's where you would lift up. But I lowered mine from the rear only. I haven't even lowered the front yet, and so it's a process. In order to be able to jack it up, I have to jack up the rear end, and then once I jack up the rear end, I'm able to put a smaller jack in the front and jack up the front. So that's the first step. Okay, so we have the rear jacked up. Now you have to find the sweet spot so that you don't jack it up too much and then the front gets lower. So jacking up the front is your next step. Once you've jacked up the front, your next step is going to be remove your wheel. So you're going to pull off the lug nuts on here. And then our next step is going to be remove this wheel well liner. So if you like doing stuff yourself and you haven't invested in a impact, I highly recommend it. It makes your life 10 times easier. So we're going to take off this wheel now. Okay, so we remove the lug nuts. Either you're doing it for somebody or working on your own car, always lay your wheel facing up. You don't want to scratch the face of your wheel. So I did these I want to say about a year and a half ago. R1 concepts with ceramic brakes, and I do a lot of braking and my brakes are still good, and the rotors are, I mean, immaculate as well. No cracking, no nothing like that, no burn marks. So really good really good quality rotors from R1 concepts. So our next step, we are going to remove this wheel well lining. Okay, so the next sorry, I had my little moment there. So next step, we're gonna grab a flathead and you're gonna start pulling out these tabs. From what I read online, there's some C7s that come with 7mm or 8mm bolts in here. So whatever you have, I have tabs, so I'm using my screwdriver, and we're just gonna remove all these carefully so they don't break, although they're known to break every single time. Okay, so remove the top part of the wheel liner. Anybody that knows me personally knows I absolutely hate plastic pieces, interior, wheel liners, all that stuff. I absolutely hate it. So I'm gonna leave that bottom part attached. It's plastic. I'm just bending it out of the way. Nothing's gonna happen to it. So we got a little bit of a wiring nightmare under here. Nah, just kidding. It's not that bad. Anyways, this is your fog lamp. So we're gonna be removing the whole unit. My lighting is a little bad, so I will have to get a little flashlight or something out here right now. But there's 2 tabs up top, and there's 3 screws on the bottom that we're gonna have to remove in order to get that out and then swap in the new one. So not too bad. All right, guys. So the size of the bolts that you pull out are these. They're 7mm, And once you remove the 3 bolts, you're gonna lift up and you're gonna remove these 2 tabs, and here we go. So that's our light. As you can see, really beat by weather and really abused, so much needed upgrade. All right, so here's our little collaboration box, Morimoto and Headlights. I think that's beautiful. That's a really nice touch. So these are the covers for our fog lights. So they go like this. Our bolts go on the bottom. I got the right side. I got the correct side the first time around. Not the right side, but the correct side. So that is our fog light housing, and here's our fog light. They're smaller obviously than the stock ones, but a lot brighter, I can promise you that. I just know with the experience that I've had with every other single Morimoto light, I just know they're going to be brighter than the stock ones. So that's our light itself, and we're going to install it here in the housing first, and then we're going to install it into the car. So with these, our connectors come separate. I do not know why. Morimoto did a really good job at plug and play. They actually mean it. You literally swap out, connect, you're done. For headlights and taillights, it's the same story. Here it's plug and play as well, but we have to add the connectors. So 2 prongs, just insert through here, and they're going to connect in there, and then just plug into your car. So okay, so next thing, this is the back of our housing here. It's a label, top left hand, and our fog light comes labeled as well, top, and then left hand right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. My lighting is crap, I apologize. Left hand right there. All right, so we're gonna basically mount it from behind, put in the 1, 2, 3 screws, and that'll hold it into the housing. Then we'll put the housing in there as a whole and swap out the old one. So included with the lights, we have a bag of Phillips screws in here. We're gonna grab 3 of these. Phillips screwdriver, we're gonna insert in the hole, and we're gonna tighten them. Okay guys, so the same way we pulled out the old one, there's 2 tabs on top of the new one, and the 3 holes for the bolts down here. For lack of an extra set of hands, I am going to just go ahead and install it, but there's the holes there for the pins on top. I don't know if you guys can see them. Yep, right there, and then the 3 holes for the bolts, or screws. So very easy. We're gonna go ahead and do that step, and then I will show you guys once it's installed. Alright you guys, for the wiring part, do not be intimidated. The connector has a maroon wire and a black wire, and then over here we have a black and a black with a white stripe. The black with the white stripe connects to the maroon, and the black goes to black, negative, negative. And that's how we're gonna connect it. Okay guys, do not let the wiring part scare you. There's a maroon wire on the car's connector side that connects to the wire with black with the white stripe, and then the black connects to black, ground to ground basically, and then the other one is hot. So that's how your wiring goes, and that's installed basically. So there was a small debate online whether your car had to be on for your fog lights to turn on or not. My car has to be on for my fog lights to turn on. You guys look at that LED lighting I did. Anybody that has stock ones know how crappy they are. This thing is amazing. Look at that. Please don't mind my music. Anyways, so before and after. So a lot brighter and looks a lot cleaner as well. So it took about 20-30 minutes. I was goofing around, I'm making the video. It took me a little bit longer, but if you get to it, you'll knock it out in about 45 minutes both sides, tops. So fitment is amazing. Fits perfect. The housing does a nice job. Fits a little bit inside the bumper compared to the stocks that are lined up, but I guess the bumper protects it a little bit more too from breaking. So there we go. All right guys, I'm proceeding to side B, passenger side. Probably not going to record this side since it was fairly easy install. If anybody has any questions, please comment below. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, let your friends know. I want all my C6 buddies to follow me and ask me any questions they have on any installs on the vehicle, as far as the stuff that I've done, or even like more basics, no, not even more basic, but a little bit more advanced stuff that you guys want to do. If I can answer the questions, I gladly will. Thank you guys for watching again. This was my fog light install.